Hey, this is Noah. Sega has announced a new Samba de Amigo game. Make no mistake, don't confuse this with the other new Samba de Amigo game coming out on the Switch. So, to catch you up to speed, Sega had announced a new Samba de Amigo game coming to the Switch. And worth noting is that this is the first genuinely new Samba de Amigo game since the Dreamcast. The Wii one is, as I understand it, just a port of that one. Understandable. Well, it no longer holds that distinction of being the only other new Samba de Amigo game, because now they're making a VR game. And it's just Beat Saber. I'm not mad about that. I guess the context of this announcement was like Facebook, Meta, whatever. They were announcing the new version of their standalone headset. So I guess Sega and a bunch of other companies announced their projects that are coming to the Meta headsets. So that's the only thing, is that it's coming to the headset, to the Meta Quest 2, which I have, but seemingly has not been announced for other VR platforms like PC VR, which it's not a deal breaker. I own a Meta Quest 2, or as mine is still of the old branding, Oculus Quest 2, but it does make it kind of feel a little bit restrictive. Judging by the footage, I sincerely doubt you'd really need PC VR to push those graphics, but trying to stay positive instead of being a Debbie Downer about it. I think it's a very good idea, because honestly, the controllers for the MetaQuest, they seem like they're tailor-made for this sort of thing. The way they're shaped, the way they feel. I would actually go so far as to say I am more interested in this VR Samba de Amigo game than I am the Switch game. Is that weird? It's probably just because like the basic gameplay of Samba de Amigo is not all that interesting to me, but Beat Saber is interesting. So by making something that's a little bit closer to Beat Saber, I'm like, if they end up having the same additional songs in it like they are going to have on the Switch version that I mentioned in my previous video regarding it, where they have all the Sega songs, I'm definitely going to give it a look, because while I love that Beat Saber has a modding community for new songs, almost all the songs that people do are already like, they're not made for people to be able to do at a lower level, so they always have them at like really hard difficulties, and I can't do them. Shout out to people who make custom song maps for rhythm games on PC and specifically make easy difficulties instead of just tailoring to the people who play them every single day, non-stop. You're the real ones. Anyway, what do you guys think about Samba de Amigo VR? I feel like they should give it a moniker of some kind, a tag, because it's just Samba de Amigo. And that's going to be confusing in the future, because you're going to have Samba de Amigo for the Dreamcast, and then Samba de Amigo for the Wii, which is technically the same game, but it's just a port. And now you're going to have this, which is actually a completely different game. And it's also releasing within the same year as yet another Samba de Amigo game. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. This is Noah. Samba de Amigo VR. See ya.